Yo, what up? Good morning, GM. Oh, yeah. Thursday, I definitely know what day it is today. Thursday, January 9th, 2025. Look at that. Another beautiful day to have a beautiful day. I got my co-host in the house, Tyler, Mando. Good morning. How you guys doing today?
Well, another day. Bitcoin down another 3%, and everything else down another 20%. It's I went to bed last night, and Fcoin was like looking okay. I was like, that one may actually be the coin of the resurgence. And I wake up, and it's down like 30%, and I was just like, what the hell happened?
I woke up, went to bed, and I sent everyone the Stoic Savage tweet about Fcoin outperforming every coin. And I also woke up.
I woke up to that tweet. I was like, "Oh no!"
Oh, because you were asleep already. Yeah, because I sent it late, right? And I went to bed last night, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, my bags are up. My bags are up." And I woke up this morning, and I sharded.
Not anymore,
brother. I had a 10x loss on Binance. I put it on it. I had like 40 or 50k in my Binance account. I don't normally do that many leverage trades and this stuff, but I thought I caught the bottom. I put it on at like 0.95. And then it went up to like 1.17. I was like, oh, fuck me. I've like doubled my money. This is great. And then I woke up all liquidated. I was like, what the hell?
No. Narrator, it was not the bottom.
It just looked so good. I was like, oh, I went to bed happy. Just being like, oh, you did some good. That was a good trade today.
It did look good. Like it had this like bull hammer on the fucking 4 hour. It's looking good because that deep wheeler fucking candle. You know the vibes. If you know, you know. We got Barstool Sports momentum. You're like, all right. Fcoin, like yesterday I was like, all right, like market's going like 80k, but Fcoin's going like 3 billion. And I woke up this morning, and I'm down another million. But just kidding. Actually, probably I don't even know. I stopped looking. Tyler, how you doing today?
Yeah, I was better last night too. Like Bitcoin, like the news came out, and Bitcoin didn't really dip that much. It went from like 95k to like 93.5, and then it started rebounding. It was back to like 94.5. And like, all right, this is priced in already. Like we're gonna go up only. Fart was strong, and then I woke up this morning and checked prices and said, "What the hell happened?"
Check price, bad price. It's all good. It's just another day in paradise. So anyways, today on the show, today market report, obviously we kind of already chit-chatting about this. So we'll talk about all of that good stuff. Market report, blah, blah, blah. I do agree. We thought it was pricing, but then I read these bear posts are really, really good, man. They were like, oh, it's not priced in. So yesterday night I was like, fuck, I should short this shit just for fun. And I obviously didn't. But anyways, market report. Tyler's top like 2 because like it's over, so he's probably has only 2 topics to talk about. And then I'm kidding, it's always something to talk about in bull market. And then Robert loot box spin. So of course someone's gonna come in today and win a CryptoPunk. I feel it. Like we're due, man. Like come on, Robit. Come on, Robit. How many fucking rugs and red guys are gonna keep selling into blur bids that we keep giving away? All right, let's give away a punk. All right, let's go, Razor. Let's go, Lucky. I'm feeling it today. I'm feeling it. And then, as usual, this show is powered by Galaxis. Galaxis is a Web3 platform empowering creators and brands to build unstoppable communities with full ownership and independence, trusted by icons like Donald Trump, Steve Aoki, Mike Tyson, and the NBA, shaping the future of engagement. But also, Fairside Network. Every day we see people's wallets get drained. Fairside is about to launch the fair alternative to insurance for crypto scams. Check out Fairside Network on X. If you get drained, you won't get wrecked, man. Who is the man, macro daddy of the land? Can you dig it?
Yeah, GM everyone. So in fact, looks like we did find out what caused this whole sell-off. And we've been saying that for the last few days. Like, oh, this feels like a liquidation. There's nothing really behind it. No one really knows. Well, that's the other thing that sometimes happens with crypto is that people find out information before others. This information seems to be that the government has $6.5 billion of Bitcoin to sell. I think that'd been half known that they may do something like that. that Trump may not be able to come in and change that. I don't know. Like Trump's in 11 days, so
Yeah.
maybe they've already. There's talk about them maybe having already sold it, or it's still going to be sold, but they've only got 10 days to do it if they haven't. But that took us back to this multi-week level of support, which is 92.5. We hit that just after the election and kind of have hit that 1, 2, 3, about 5 times now. And that's pretty key for everything, I think, for that to hold. If that doesn't hold here, I think it could get a little bit messy.
Lights out.
Well, no. What I mean is that the next level of support would be 88. So that is a very key level of support. Interestingly, like we've held it even with all of this. So that's normally a pretty good sign.
Okay.
What you have seen is all the more risky bits of the market a lot of them have like broken their uptrend. So like even the winners from the AI cycle, things like Fcoin and AI16Z, they've kind of like crossed below. They're getting like sell signals as they cross below some of these moving averages and stuff like that. So it looks as though that side of stuff is looking more precarious than even Bitcoin over stuff. Like if Bitcoin goes down to 88K, like that's 5%. It's not really that scary. But I think people are very, very aware of this more risky stuff, and a lot of that stuff has been hammered. Some of that was not helped by Shaw over the last 24 hours. But yeah, like it doesn't feel good out there in the crypto meets AI sphere. Obviously, there was a lot of talk of market tops yesterday. I don't think we're at a market top. I don't think it's one of those. But I do think that as I've said before, that like macro is not as supportive as it has been. But and honestly, I thought that would really mean that we would have a bit of like this AI stuff could run while Bitcoin went sideways. Or even went slightly lower. I thought Bitcoin dominance could come down in this sort of world, but Bitcoin going down in the way that it has, and obviously all this Bitcoin for sale, just before Trump was meant to come in and we were meant to get this like inauguration pump, has definitely dampened that, and I think people are kind of freaking out on a lot of this stuff because a lot of it's up a lot, and yeah, people are just worried. So I don't know. Even now, as Bitcoin's gone back up to 93K, the AI stuff isn't really bouncing. I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but like it's.
Yeah, I mean, it takes time, right? Like we expect an immediate bounce on the same minute. Like I don't know.
I just don't know if people are. I don't know. I need to look at what people are buying right now. Like, there's some AI stuff which is doing okay, and bouncing okay, but it does feel like it's still a little bit weak out there. Bitcoin, I think, could easily bounce back up to like 95, 96K here. But yeah, then we could then we're going to see if we really hold this 92.5K level again. It does feel as though a lot of people want that thing to go lower. The more bullish signs of stuff here is that people are calling for a market top, and a lot of people are going short. And I would say that generally does not happen at the top. So I don't think this is a market top. It just feels like more of a, if we are going to go, I think it would only be to like 88K, and then I think we'd rip back. But it does feel as though there's enough fear out there that I would be unsurprised if we lost that level for a little bit. Although I said that last time we went down to this level, and we kind of went to that 92.5K level on the 30th of December, and then we just kind of ripped back. So,
I mean, look at this. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's so many times at this stage. Let me put the daily actually. Look at this chart. I mean, this is like a very strong level being supported, it seems, but we'll see if it holds and how I can go. But this is just how long? We're back at a level from November, actually. So is this consolidation here? like we've seen before. We'll see. Maybe not. But if you zoom out, chart looks okay. Just that all our other coins are decimated.
Does that chart look okay?
I don't know. This doesn't look bad to me. Does it look bad to you?
It just looks like it could go to 88K and it could bounce. That's all I'm saying. Like that chart looks like it could go lower and still continue to go higher afterwards, right?
Yeah.
I think you got to live in that world. What I would say is that over the last 24 hours, you have this obviously this Shaw stuff where he endorsed Fcoin over LLM, and I would say AI16Z is pretty key name for the AI sector. And to see that happen, it's kind of like, I think I've already seen it in the time, like people are going like, don't trust these devs. This is going to be NFTs all over again. It doesn't
fixes this. Fartcoin fixes this.
Fartcoin does fix this. I would agree, but Fartcoin, I would also say is part of the meme category, and it's not like the meme category has been doing that well. Like,
when are you gonna join this side, Mando? When are you gonna finally admit that Fartcoin is the ultimate king of the hill AI token? When?
I own a lot of Fartcoin. I'm just telling
you. I need you to
I
accept.
don't think people are jumping for that either. Like, if I go down my memes list, brother.
No, please. I don't want to hear it.
Do this. Let's do this.
No, he's already dead.
Chill guy 130. Mudang 200.
Let's just go to the Murad memes. It's easier.
Popcat 5. I saw it at 550 today. Is it?
Oh, 530?
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, Daniel.
Whiff.
Hi.
Well, Whiff's actually held up okay compared to some of the others.
Well, yeah, Whiff's been battered though for the few.
Popcat went to 2 billion.
Yeah, Popcat went to 2 billion, brother.
Oh my!
On the Coinbase rumors, classic.
Fwog is 170.
Oh my god, dude! I gotta be careful here because like the Whiff holders are really, really soft. Like,
you mean?
You cannot say that Whiff is down on this show. We're getting attacked every day,
brother. We can talk about the fact that all the memes are like the memes.
Yeah, please. It's like there's this like trend again. You know how I know we're in a bear market? There's this trend again, Mando, Tyler, where like your boy here, not you two, just me. Okay, every meme coin fucking community is after me. Farouk doesn't talk about my meme. Oh, Farouk has said that my meme coin is down. Oh, fuck you. It was Mando, but his voice is going through me on the show. So y'all think it's me, okay?
What did I do?
You did nothing wrong. It's the people being redacted. Tyler, what's your take here on the market? How's Tyler did it feel?
Oh, I have a lot of thoughts. Maybe we pull back to Bitcoin first.
Let's pull back.
What's interesting here is like, could this end up being a bullish catalyst where Trump sees this as like a slap in the face?
Yes.
Like he's coming in, like he's put a stamp on Bitcoin, this potential strategic reserve, which even in the scenario where the US wasn't going to buy Bitcoin, like the thought was they would at least hold the Silk Road. Like that was the initial foundation idea of this. So if the Biden admin sells it on the way out, like that's a pretty big slap in the face. And his options are either to basically just abandon the plan or market buy, right? Like it's literally just that. Like those are the options.
Who's doing the buying in this scenario? That's something I still haven't really worked out.
Oh, Crypto Caesar, baby.
Probably one of the kids.
Because I felt as though the more bullish thing was that they just hold the stuff that they owned, right?
But the thing we can't
we are never selling, right?
No, but
I don't know who's the person going out there and buying this. Is it the Fed? I don't think the Fed can do that.
There was a lot of takes about these guys, like about this whole DOJ thing that we're talking about. Like it's not like they can just rip it. It doesn't work like that. I gotta find the thing. Not only has that been known for a long time, by the way, the news just dropped apparently that there's a whole thing where like this actually has been like passed like way back, like a few weeks ago. But it's also that they can't just rip the sale but in time for Trump to come in. Like there's a whole thing around that. Like this news is literally nothing burger. That's being obviously like naturally, of course, because we're in a big dip and all that stuff. Let me try and find it. Hold on.
So I had heard that before, that they can't just sell, but then I've also heard that they've already sold. Like,
I've heard so many different things. I feel like no one has any idea like what the actual.
You know who would know? Arkham, right?
trade is going crazy about this stuff. Have you seen this? Axe.
Yeah, Axe is saying it's already sold, right? It's all already sold.
Guys, Axer, I like Axe. I like his Twitter.
Obviously, he's a lot, but he's well, I don't know.
Look at this. The only source of truth is Arkham Intel, and this is from 5 minutes ago. The Bitcoin is still in the wallet.
I feel like there should be evidence like this, right? Like, so, like,
sell it, right?
Arkham Intel literally is the only source of truth for this.
Yeah,
it's still there. Check the chain, baby. Like, Axe is trying to, like, you know, if you milk his posts, get the engagement, they're funny and stuff, but like, it's still there. Like, the Bitcoin is there.
Is it possible they've lined up buyers and like it's just like a transfer versus a market dump?
I heard Canary Labs is buying an OTC the whole $6 billion.
But like, for real, Sailor,
month ago.
Sailor bought in the last couple months. Like, he could raise $6 billion, probably.
Yeah. Right? Doesn't Sailor have a blackout right now, though?
That's one example of all this.
But by the way, how timely. The Ethereum Foundation sold the top again.
Yeah,
they're good.
Knows.
Goat. Honestly,
I don't think that the government take a step back. The government selling Bitcoin is not a bearish thing.
No,
because it's a one-time thing, and then
Bhutan is buying.
Wasn't this the final boogeyman, basically, other than like Sailor getting liquidated, right? Like this,
Bhutan is
Bitcoin was the final boogeyman. And now it's almost gone. Like we just had this with Germany. Germany sold 2.8 billion. I looked back at the crypto was talking about it.
Yeah,
listen, that's 50% of this.
Like, I mean, crypto nuked when that happened, right? We touched like 50K when that happened,
but then rebounded very swiftly.
We rebounded very swiftly. So I think the point is that I don't think this is a medium-term bearish thing, but like,
yeah.
And I think this 92.5K level holding again.
It's a nothing.
It's pretty telling.
Yeah.
It is a holiday today in the US for the stock market, so we won't see we won't see what's going on in macro, and sometimes crypto sells off the most when that happens, you know, like on weekends when there's a flood like this, because you don't have anything to like stabilize, like, oh, the world's not ending. But NASDAQ closed unchanged yesterday.
The thing is, what's going to happen is we're going to oversell today again, and then we're going to the BlackRock. You're literally giving your Bitcoin to BlackRock for free at this stage. Like, what you know, I'll put a call in. Tomorrow's BlackRock inflows for Bitcoin loans going to be $350 billion. Million. I was confused. So, but rest assured, the government of Bhutan, their market cap of Bhutan is $3 billion. They're buying Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So you know, and if I come in as PM of Canada, I will be doing a Bitcoin strategic reserve. So anyways, I guess we're a little
right. Like in 2021, it was late 2020, January 2021 was when I first built my first Bitcoin position, and I was ecstatic when it dipped.
Yeah.
If you remember, January 2021, it dipped from 38K to 32K. Yep. I was racing to Coinbase to buy it. It's like, new generations of buyers are excited for this, right? Like, if you're planning to like actually start buying in and holding on a multi-year time frame, like, you love this, and like, those people are out there.
Yeah,
for sure.
This was January 2024, which, by the way, sucked. Like, it was just like a nothing burger. And then January 20. Let's look at all the Januaries. January. Am I sharing the right screen? Yeah, I am. Okay, little pump. But you're talking 21, right? If you're talking cycles, then you have to compare Jan for Jan, right? So Jan 2021, what was it up? Oh no, it was down. Wait, where is it? It's here. It was up a bit.
Yeah, I mean, you have to go through like the actual individual days. So like it dipped and then fell back and then jumped back rather. But,
yeah, no, this is true.
I mean, it's looking strong here. As for the meme conversation, if we want to get back into that, I think there is a large question out there: is if this last batch of memes, like, are they just done, or like maybe a handful survive? And I hate to put people's bags, because like I hate it when people put my bags. But some of these that are down,
what are you trying to say right now? By the way, you're right. January 2021 from 42K to 28K. What are you talking about?
We're gonna talk about the meme board and how like Mudang, Chugai, they're all down. Like what?
This is Tyler speaking. Everybody in the spaces, this is Tyler speaking. Redirect your complaints to Tyler did it. All right, go on.
Well, we have to talk about it. Like one of the biggest mistakes I made in 2022 was holding my NFTs to zero. Right. So like at some point you have to look at everything and say like, are there new marginal buyers for this? Or even if I'm down 75%, is it better to reallocate that elsewhere? Right. It's like everyone has to go through that process.
Like we did with runes.
Don't take my own advice. But let's put it that way.
Broke just closed his eyes.
There's also that strategy where you just close your eyes and you don't check prices for months and you just pray they come back. And it worked for SPX and it worked for MLG.
Believe in something.
Maybe banks will buy your runes in 2 months, and then.
Oh my god, this is so funny. FOMO. One more thing, then we'll go to Tyler's top. Payrolls tomorrow. Does that matter?
I hope it doesn't matter. This is the thing. Like crypto hasn't cared about macro for a long, long time. For many months, it felt like, honestly, and since probably August, September, very little cares. And then suddenly, we really care about payrolls. Like
everyone's a fucking macro analyst nowadays, dude.
That reminds me of the 6 months before that, you know, where it was like, oh my god, this is going to be so crazy, and we literally went between 70 and 55k for 6 months, or 9 months. So I hope people aren't holding out for a payrolls figure. Yeah,
I'm definitely not, because I don't even know to this day what the fuck it means. So I'm not gonna be one of those guys acting like you know what I mean. Like I've been hosting this show for what 1,000+ shows in the row now. It's like arguably some of the best macro analysts in the space. You and Ovi at some point, and Tyler joined in. But like I have no fucking clue what you guys talk about every other Friday. We talk about PMI, POI, PI, that. I'm not gonna act like I know. I'm a meme coin analyst myself. But one thing is, there I put my macro analyst hat on here. Okay. Would you call this like a little head and shoulder pattern on Bitcoin? Like maybe we get some up from here forward.
Yeah, that Bitcoin holding this level is pretty good, right? Like the US has come in. Europe is
long here on Bitcoin. Not gonna lie, just for fun.
Europe has freaked out this morning. We had a little freak out. Yeah, I guess as the US has come in, we've been relatively strong. Maybe we do go back up to like 95k, 96k. I think that'd be very unsurprising here to do a move like that. I go back and forth on this. Like when I get those sort of sell signals on this high, and I got it on my memes like a couple of months ago. Now I hit it for literally every single AI coin. I do think AI is about to go through a period of chop. Like this isn't just going to be a V-shaped recovery, in my opinion. Now, like that was a lot of blood that was just spilt, and normally that requires a little bit of that everything in my mind, every single thing that I point to here is either we go to 88k or we have a chop now. And chop is what I thought it was going to be before, but now that we got that Silk Road Bitcoin thing happen, maybe. But yeah, we held 92.5k, so maybe it is just a chop. But maybe it's a liquidation thing, and we're not going to 125.
What if this is all the chop?
100%. This is starting to look like, just zoom out a little bit and go back to where we were before.
Here.
Like this is starting to look a lot like that all over again, right?
I agree. And that period was dreadful. Like that's what we talked about yesterday, guys, right? Like that 200 day period or something, like 6.
Yeah.
It was this. We literally mentioned this yesterday on the show. I'm starting to feel more and more like this is this. So that was 250 days ish, right?
Don't do it to us. I thought we might do this. Remember, I've said this in the chat that we could be in for a chop. I thought it would be after the inauguration. I thought the inauguration actually would be a bit of a pump more recently because of what happened, and now I just don't even know. But this points to another chop to me, honestly. JLP has been my ease, like moving into JLP always. I always say to myself, I should be bigger in that. I should be bigger in that.
Let me tell you when we pump. Oh, guys.
Higher on the day today. Like how this thing is just insane.
Everybody chill. The next full moon is January 13th, followed by the inauguration on the 20th. Okay.
Right.
We're going to chop until the 13th. Don't leverage. Don't do dumb shit until the 13th. We're going to full moon, followed by the Trump pump. I personally, my call, and I wrote on the timeline yesterday, is like I agree with your chop shit. Like it's going to be volatility. Like, and the chop is not like 1-2K range. It's like 5K ranges around Bitcoin and February all-time highs. I genuinely mean that. I genuinely believe we'll see all-time high in February again on the back of Trump coming in. And I think we're going to go now all the way till maybe a lot of people are saying until March, but with this terrible like beginning of the month, I wouldn't be surprised if we go all the way to sell and may go away. You know?
Yeah.
That's honestly what I think. Genuinely.
I mean, if you're bullish, if you think we're going to have a bullish Q1, like that's how it plays out. There aren't many other.
Q1, Q2 for me, yeah. I think Q2 is bullish. So like Q2 is what? Avril, May, Juin. April, May. Yeah, half Q2. I only know my months and numbers in French. Okay. So that's what I'm thinking. And with that, Tyler. All right, let's talk about these meme coins.
All this pump. This is the final pump. Get out.
All right, you're off. You're off the show.
For daily NFT and crypto analysis. Volatility on FOMO, our cost to get paying this.
We've been talking about, but the top story of the day, the U.S. government was cleared to sell $6.5 billion in the Silk Road Bitcoin. That did cause majors to tumble, but they are reversing. Bitcoin back to 93.6. How about that? ETFs, they did see their two worst sessions of outflows in weeks these past 2 days. We will see how they come back tomorrow. In lighter news, two new companies added Bitcoin to their balance sheets this week, including Thumbs Up Media and KULR. They bought $1 million and $21 million respectively. So more companies are buying. Oklahoma Senator Dusty Devers, shout out to Dusty. He introduced a bill to legalize Bitcoin payments in Oklahoma across agencies, private companies, and individuals. So more states are opening up the way for Bitcoin. In token airdrop and protocol news, Bubble Maps announced an airdrop coming as a part of their rewards program. Barachain announced the 127 projects which qualify for their builders program. Blast. We were just saying, what's the last we heard from Blast? They came back to the timeline. Maybe their ears were burning. They teased their mobile launch and tokenomics coming later this month. And then Movement Labs is close to closing a $100 million Series B funding round led by Coin Fund and Nova Fund. So a big number there. In AI and crypto, Mando went there already, folks. The overall market cap lost another $2 billion on the day. It's down about $4 billion from peak. Most leaders now down 10 to 30%. Virtuals was down 5%. AI16Z and Fcoin down closer to 30%. I think they're starting to rebound a little bit. FAI and XBT down a bit as well. There were plenty of top movers, though. Pippin up 170%. Spurg up 70%. Solaris, YNE, and Schizo all up 30%. We saw a few new debuts. Sola debuted as a voice-powered Solana AI assistant. That reached $15 million in its first day. This LLM meme went absolutely nuts after some Shaw controversy. $270 million in trading.
You followed me last night.
And it went to 140 or so at peak. I think it's dipped a bit since then. A few updates. Virtuals announced a new multi-agent asset management system in partnership with Infinity Ground as they look to build a society of agents. AI16Z partnered with OpenServe to help build out agent swarm capabilities. Story Protocol, we talked about them before. That's the IP blockchain. They announced a partnership with Stability AI. Small World showcased its first autonomous Eliza-based agents. And some news this morning, EJS, the Bankless DAO AI lead, is launching an investment DAO, AI Accelerate, with a pretty heavy-hitting list of advisors. I think that's going to be one to watch. And then Seedify launched a pre-sale for a mystery agent launching at $1 million. So the gamblers out there, you want to throw some capital into mystery agent, you can do that with Seedify. Meme coin majors are down. Now, they were down about 2 to 4%, actually not terrible this morning when I ran the numbers. ETH NFT is down about 3 to 5%. We saw Yuga CEO Garga announce the first iteration of the Other Side Metaverse will be persistent this June. That means no longer event-based. That means ongoing metaverse. That is a big, big step for Yuga. And then the Trump digital trading cards went live on Bitcoin yesterday for the first time. And a few sales held a 0.2 Bitcoin floor. So some demand for those Trump NFTs, Trump ordinals rather.
Trump NFTs. Oh, I'm going to tweet that. Trump NFTs. Done. Powered by Galaxis, actually. Pretty
Do
sure.
they do the ordinals too?
I don't know. I think so. I don't know, but I know they did all the first cards. All the Trump cards were Galaxis, aka our show partner. All right, we have a lot to talk about. First of all, I did tell you yesterday night that LLM was going to go higher. You guys all flooded me out of my bags.
Yeah.
That I'd never owned. So don't worry. It's not like I was going to buy it. And
Pull it up. Yeah.
I just had a feeling. So let's start with that because you went there kind of Mendo with Shaw and stuff, right? So another reason why I'm so bullish for Fcoin is that there's no execution risk, right? There's no like Shaw of Fcoin or like him Gajira of Fcoin or like anything of Fcoin, right? Griffin founder, blah blah blah. So this thing was $30 million yesterday until, if I'm not mistaken, Shaw said that there's bigger issues to solve in the world with AGI, Tyler. So kind of like went against that token and then decided to push the other coin called Fatcoin. Is that what went down?
Yeah. His first tweet, I think, was not as big of a deal. He just said,
No.
like, hey, like the AGI is coming and y'all are trading, a chubby version of Eliza. Like, what are you doing?
Yes.
Right. But then, like, later in the afternoon, early evening, he retweeted someone who posted Fatcoin, and he just said Fatcoin, which of course folks took as an endorsement. That Fatcoin ran from 5 to 30 million in like 15 minutes. LLM briefly dumped, but then it became this big like revenge play. And this is why this is not an easy market to trade, because like when these vampire attacks and PvPs happen, a majority of the time, both coins end up going to zero and getting hurt. Maybe not zero, but they both end up getting hurt because you've divided your buyer pools and whatnot. But in this case, it didn't. It galvanized the LLM base, and
It's
it just soared on.
This thing went to 50.
Brother, it's crazy that wick. Like, look at that. Put it on the 4 hours.
I know
Like,
I did. Look at that. That
No,
is. Look at the daily.
yeah. So the guy who runs the Epic Discord, or one of the lead mods, had talked about Fatcoin, because actually Shaw's original post mentioned we should have called AI16Z Fatcoin. I think that's what he said.
I missed that.
Yeah, his original post. So he was kind of the one who almost came up with it. Then they created that token. It went to 5 million. Then apparently he bought some because his wallets are doxed, or at least tracked, and then tweeted about it. So very similar to Eliza. Similar to Eliza, where like basically supports the vampire attack, and when they have supply, basically, because I think 50% of Fatcoin was sent to
It was
as well. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a good look. But LLM has been pumping on the back of that. I think there's been quite a lot of hate towards Shaw today, which, to be honest, fool me once. It's not the best thing, I think, to do a second time.
It's definitely not great, and I'm a holder.
I mean, you guys are both AI16Z holders, right?
Exactly. But I saw that this morning. I was like, oh god, like this could be really bad. Doesn't help.
How does it make you feel, Tyler? I mean, you're a holder. You follow the AI stuff. What's your read on that?
I bought the dip, actually. So I've been hoping to get to partner status. I didn't have enough, so I actually got enough to get it this morning.
What's the partner status? The 100,000 tokens?
Yeah, 100,000 tokens. I think that this Eco and Eliza and their team of devs is still just too big to ignore. I think it's bigger than Shaw. We had this before. I let the Shaw FUD the last time, FUD me out of my bags. I had a good position and I sold it in that pullback back in late November. I don't love seeing him do this again. Like that's a fact. And he also did the copy pasta with someone who said like, I sold everything. I think the AI meta is over.
Can I ask you
I
guys?
personally hate that. I hate when people in high profile positions do stupid copy pasta tweets.
Because the most people don't understand the pasta.
Exactly. And he retweeted it. So it was a little bit more obvious, but still like people who aren't familiar with crypto Twitter culture, like do not understand what that is or why you would be doing it. So I never have ever really liked that. It's down more than virtual, right? So like I think there is something to be said that it is seeing a bigger drawdown here because of some of his actions.
What if LLM flips AI 16Z on the back of that?
That would be max pain.
I mean, this is the type of shit. Like I know this sounds insane, but that's why I texted you guys last night. Because when I saw LLM at 35 million, I sent you guys that and I said, DGens should send LLM to $2 billion LMAO. And I wrote that as a joke, right? And then that thing, I didn't buy it, obviously. But then that thing went to like 140 mil. So in hindsight, it was the right call. But like, this is the type of shit that happens in the left curve market. It's like.
It was the perfect setup. Yeah, they've got a rallying cry. They've got a target. And also like on these really red days, people, I feel like, everyone kind of bands together, the degens rather, and just like they all fire into one coin.
And also on the flip side, there was a lot of hate towards him, the Gajira guy, because he tweeted, "I made $1 million a day, call me Banks," but then the token dumped like
he was selling. Yeah, he was dumping on everyone.
So then he was getting called out, saying like, "Yo, this guy pumped and dumped on people, right?" Because he tweeted about the coin all morning long. Then by end of day, he's saying he made $1 million. So obviously that means he sold it, right? But now he looks good because shit's up to like 110 mil. So you have the two narratives that, oh, him is out, right? Because he made his million and now it's pumping. And then fuck Shaw, which that doesn't come from me, but the narrative like, oh, like screw Shaw, let's go against Shaw. So this LLM thing has like two big narratives going on for it now. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah. Is it a good enough meme though? I just don't even know.
I don't think so. I don't have any. I'm just saying, like, I thought it was funny from a left curve mindset, like this whole thing going on.
That's why it went from 50 to 100, no doubt about it. Like now, what takes it from 100 to 200? I guess people.
Well, now
he keeps on going lower. That's probably what the
150 actually it took it from 40 to 150.
Wow.
I've seen these spite plays. Like it's hard for the spite plays. Like we're gonna run this up, to screw over someone. Like that's I think you need a little more than that. It is funny. Like that's why like when I first saw it, I was like, oh, God, this is funny.
Yeah, it is hilarious. They ran it up fucking 275%.
It's a great trade. Like
by that dip, MLG was at 60 million this morning.
Yeah.
No, this is what. So to me, like that's what I've been pounding my fist on the table about this AI shit all along. It's like execution risk is really dangerous. But look, like you're right. Like is my other question to you guys is, and just a question, both of you, because you're both holders and you research this more than me. You said something about is AI 16Z maybe bigger than Shaw? Is it though? Yet?
Oh yeah.
It's so new.
I think if he like resigned or was kicked out, I think it would probably jump 50%.
Do you think so? Wow.
I agree with that because he's the one. Like you, Mando, and TG were saying on that stream that night, like, oh, the best. Or you were tweeting a lot about this, Mando, saying the best marketer is going to win, and you guys kept Shaw.
But it's not just him, right? They have set themselves up, and AI 16Z is actually a ton of different people.
Is it? I don't know more.
Devs on payroll, like it's huge.
Okay.
It's not. He's a lead contributor. It's not like a CEO because it's open source, right?
Right.
He's probably the CEO of Eliza Labs. That's probably true, right? I actually don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know that company set up.
Okay. We'll see. I mean, I don't think you guys are wrong. I think this is a great. By the way, Tyler, I think you're right buying the dip. I think it's going to pay off.
Pullback from all-time high. Like if you were bullish on this, people just a couple of weeks ago were saying how this in virtual could go to 10 billion.
This reminds
you changed your mind. Like this is a decent entry, right? And maybe it goes lower. I don't know. Like it very well could.
Well, it depends on the market too, right? Like you have Solana also going like trading like shit. So it's like it doesn't help the cause, right?
Yeah, I still think it easily can. I'm obviously a big holder because of that, but I'm just saying it didn't help the whole of the AI space. I felt was looking good until that sort of stuff happened, right? Yeah. Everyone freaked out and was like, "Oh god."
It does look like the Solana AI tokens all fell substantially more.
Yeah.
These AI tokens.
They did. Let's see. Let's have a look. Wow, look
Go
at
to
this.
the AI list. Just pull
Look
up.
at this.
Yeah.
Look at this red. Like look at that. It's so funny.
But the other thing that's happening, which people have kind of forgotten about, these are all also live on Binance Perps. They all got listed at their local tops, and this is the exact same price action we saw on Fartcoin for its first few weeks. Like, so everyone's shorting it. No one can go long, and we have a market pullback. It's like the perfect setup for the perp shorters.
I must be down quite a bit on my ARC bag here, but this is good. Like it's gonna.
Couldn't have been much higher than 300, right? Maybe 350.
ARC's actually held up really well compared to the others. Like,
ARC? Yeah,
bring that versus the others, man. That is good.
It looks bottomed out here, so we'll see. Obviously, pay more attention to that because that's
look at Zero Bro, dude. Zero Bro, something like 11 straight daily red candles or something like that.
Let's not open the GOAT chart for the sake of Mando's mental health.
I mean, they're all like that. But
my God.
Open up like
that's saying set 7 days in a row.
Oh, I saw a DGen news thing saying it was 11.
No, it's 7.
Wow.
Oh, sorry. I'm not sharing the right chair. Sorry. 7.
I think they were looking at 4-hour candles. Regardless,
they were looking at
it's down bad.
I mean, this is the 4-hour, right? It looks horrible. But if you last week were bullish when you listened to, remember that show that Mando, Yumi, and it was Yumi and Keyboard Monkey? Tyler was not there yet. If you were bullish on the whole sector, you weren't on pullbacks, this is one. Like, even if it was low.
The pullback, I think basically what I'm saying here is obviously I'm super bullish on it. This is what I think will lead the strength in crypto, this whole space. What I just mean is that I think it probably
they all look the same.
It can chop it.
Yeah, and let's zoom out and talk about what happened. So 2 weeks before Christmas, the AI sector hit 10 billion for the first time.
Yeah.
And that's when like I kind of went out and said, I think we are going to go vertical. This is going to go to 100 billion. Yeah. I think it goes vertical soon. Then it drew down 30%. It was 7 billion like the next week. And clearly like it jumped the gun. And then it went 7 billion to 17 billion in 2 to 3 weeks. Now it's drawing down another 30%.
Yeah, if you look at it like that, it's absolutely it's looking golden. If I'm honest, I think the main change there was the tokenomics from AI16Z, right? They changed it, then Zero Bro changed it, then all these other companies are like, hey, we're going to change our flywheel. Yeah, we're going to make a better token here. What I question just slightly is just that there's just a general risk off sentiment if Bitcoin does hit that 92.5K level again. But if it not and we stand out, then I think it can chop for a little bit.
Ava had a huge day, right? Didn't have big news come out.
Yeah, they launched their Hollow World launchpad.
That looks amazing.
Along with staking for Ava. And again, I think this is one of the first products which has a staking component.
Right.
Shout out to some of the homies.
Wow, look at this group.
I was able to buy some of this at around 1 million. And I did not hold the moon bag, which was
my God.
We're basically seeing the way to do it. Ava is rallying off that. They're a proper team, actually. Like they've been around in a time, but the staking launch pool, that's basically what the market's saying we want that, right? They wanted the AI16Z change of tokenomics to being a platform, but next thing they're saying is, hey, we want a Binance style launch pool for new projects coming on there, of which stakers of the token get access to the new projects. Right? That's what they're saying. I think a lot of them will also follow that. You know, stake AI16Z, get access to new airdrops. Stake. They're going to be like L1s or launch pools.
That's going to be the next. Yes, I totally agree with that. I think the next risk that comes with that is once you become an incubator launch pad, you have to have a few good projects in that first 3 to 5 to 10. And if you don't,
look at some of these charts, dude.
Right. That's when it becomes riskier. Yeah, I screwed up on Bully. I bought some Bully recently because
Oh wow! But look at this.
Their Dolian Launchpad.
Look at Neuer. Like some of these charts look amazing. Like this Ava chart and this Neuer chart.
Neuer's being classified in the DeFi DEF AI group, which is a hot group. Anon is leading the way. It's up at 200 million. I mean, Anon is just marching up. The Daniel Sesta token.
Yeah.
I mean, it's barely seen any pullbacks on a run to 200.
You should make a short list of your AI list, but just a DeFi list, like DF AI.
That's tricky for me because I don't know like what people are defining.
It's another fucking that was another thing I find funny. Like it's like another fucking thing. Like you have Sobi tweeting like the future of DeFi. It's gonna be an arbitrum. I'm like, dude, like what kind of terms are we inventing again here? Love Sobi though. The other thing is,
what is I don't think I know that one.
So now all of a sudden, Mendo, there's a new narrative just dropped.
Yeah.
DeFi. But DEF AI.
Yeah, of course.
Oh no, I got the perfect
voice. DeFi AI. You'll see DeFi. You'll see them all. AI. It all.
DeFi is there. Anyways, Tyler.
This is good from the market, by the way. The fact that Bitcoin has held that level and it's
94.5.
Oh wow, good balance here.
It's a nice
balance here. Very, very good balance here. Is there anything I really like a lot of these AI coins. I'm gonna try and look where I can take some money to put into some more AI coins. I'm not gonna lie, like I like this dip a lot, guys.
Here's one to watch.
Yeah, what's your top 5 to watch on this dip, Mando and Tyler? Go ahead, Tyler, and then Mando, curious to hear yours as well.
I was just going to tell you to go take a look at Eliza. I'm blanking on his name. The bankless AI guy. EJS. Yes, they just announced this. I'm sending you the Twitter link.
Okay. By the way, he's down to come on the show. I DM'd him, so we'll try and get him maybe next week or something. It'll be fun. But
these investment AI DAOs are one of the hottest things happening, and I think the market is clearly hungry for it. The question is like, what is the caliber of the team behind it? Like that's what I look at least. And this group seems like it's a damn good.
Keyword. There's no token.
They're going to launch a token with it. Like that's how these DAOs work. They're basically doing a pre-sale and they're telling people to engage and reply to figure out how you can get in.
He's like super bullish on Abstract. That's some tweet yesterday about how they're gonna
just go skim through the advisors on their list. And I don't know. You never know like what that means exactly. They've got so the dev advisors. They've got Shaw, they've got the virtuals, they've got Saigar there. They've got a list of investment advisors. They've got Bankless doing their outreach, which I do think there's probably a big sector of crypto investors who get information from Bankless, right? And if they want exposure and the Bankless lead is pitching this, I think that's something to watch. And I'm not telling people to buy. I'm just saying I think it's worth paying attention to.
AICC token has come in.
It's a good name. Accelerate.
Interesting.
Naming matters. I guess, you back to your question of what to pay attention to. It's a good question. I like AI 16Z. As I mentioned, like I bought.
Look at that. Tyler's putting his ad in the ring. Love that.
I shot my shot on this one. Like this is if you get in on the ground floor of these. I mean, anyone who got on the ground floor of AI 16Z is like that was the make it trade. All right.
Yeah, dude. Let's talk to EJS. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. Let's go. I love that. This is great. Interesting. This is still going to be the most strongest sector this cycle for sure.
I believe so.
What do you think about that, Mando? Did you see that stuff?
I saw this investment now because I'm in a chat with him. But I think I I think it's going to remain the strongest sector. I don't think you should fade this sector at all. I do think that it really does depend if Bitcoin holds that level, because I do think you could be in for some more pain. The stuff that I like is the stuff that I've liked throughout. So I prefer like the stuff that's his investment advisors. Look, it's AI16Z, it's ARC. I like both of those projects a lot on the open source framework side, and I like the memes. I like Fcoin, I like Goat. The other stuff I always have smaller bags in. So I have like I've been in and out of. I own Ava, for example. I have a small amount of that, which has gone higher as it's gone higher. I have kind of small bags of pretty much everything, but I would say they're all like under 30 to 50k on a lot of different stuff. So a lot of that stuff is down. Like I have some of ALK, I have some of these could all go higher. Because the thing, it's so difficult to tell with these sort of ones with devs. As I've said to you before, like I've made more money having very small bags, well, not very small, but like having bags of them and seeing them run up, and just like always having some exposure. Like when there's a new AI runner, I generally buy a little bit of it, because I'm just like, generally it's they stick around a little bit more, particularly if it's like it looks different to some of the other stuff I've seen. So I have like a portfolio of a long tail to my AI portfolio, and I quite like that. But in terms of the stuff I would buy like right now, I don't think AI16Z V-shapes. That's basically what I'm saying. If you want to buy a coin which right today V-shapes, I think that's like there's a lot of FUD around in today. And I think that will take some time to digest, although I do think it's probably the best buy long term, just because it feels like going to be so ingrained. And if they do a launch pool style thing like what Ava's doing, what Ava is doing is great, but you need, like you said, you need a good pipeline of projects that want to partner with you, which Ava they have partnered with a few different projects, but AI16Z, it feels like it's going to have a much broader group of projects that might want to partner with them. You saw the success what happened with Hyper, right? Hyperfi.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't even know.
A bit now, but
yeah, people will see that and be like, right, we should partner with AI16Z, and if they can create some sort of flywheel where the DAO gets some plus stakers get some in some way, I think that's pretty. Is that right? Hyper? Is that, where is it?
It's 85 million.
Okay. Then I think that's a pretty good flywheel, and you might see a bunch of them do that. Like ARC may do the same too, right? So the ones that are like that, this is why I like the open source ones, because they're generally going to attract like broader range of projects, and they may be seen as a partner for like the application layer that is built upon them. Hey, we've partnered with ARC, we've partnered with AI16Z to build our cool application. Stakers get it if they're in the launch pool. I think I can see how those tokens can keep running actually. Pretty high. And then the memes, like you said, that's the other side of stuff where it's like limited execution risk, in my opinion. So, but there are fewer buyers I see of those memes. That's basically where I was at. Like the broader meme coin space, they are definitely getting affected by the broader meme coin space, is basically what I'm saying. Fcoin being 25% down on the day, I reckon there is a lot of overlap between broader Sol meme coins and these meme coins. Whereas for these infra plays, I actually think a lot of the meme coin traders rejected them largely. They only maybe came into them more recently. So I think those might outperform. Sol doing AI16Z doing what happened yesterday is not great though. Sure's got to settle down.
Yeah. That's so funny. We'll see where that goes. Listen, love to go over some more topics, but it looks like we're at time here, but there's not that much else going on, right? So unless Tyler is something I missed, that's like life-changing.
No, that was the next stuff.
The code is BEAR. Hurry up. BEAR. BEAR.
We can talk about when it gets closer. I think that the other side metaverse, that news was big.
Yeah.
And I think that's like a make or break a thing for Yuga.
Let's talk about it tomorrow. Let's actually go about it. Let's actually have a discussion about this tomorrow. and how they can integrate AI into it, I guess, or a bunch of stuff. But let's talk about this tomorrow. I'm excited about this AI Accelerate thing that you brought up today, man, Tyler. I think this is something people should look into. I like it. I like it a lot. I like what they're. I like this. I think it's really interesting. We can get Ijaz on the show and fuck around a little bit about all this good stuff. All right, well, it is Rollbit loot box spin time. That's for sure. No matter the market, we will be giving away some money. The code today is BEAR, BEAR, bear. What a word. What a fucking code, Sims.
Come on, Sims.
What the fuck, Sims? This is like ruthless. All right. Bad code. I know. It's a terrible code. All right,
you
let's
think
draw.
I say shit what you did to me last night, Tyler. Don't you give me no fucking shit.
Take it easy.
Take it easy there, lad. Hey, How about jab? Congratulations, you win. A rocket. Good luck, thanks. How about There he is. There he is. All right, Abba Jab is already on stage as well. What up, Abba Jab? Oh, hold on. There they are. They retweeted. Little MFer. Love to see that. Abba Jab. Let's make an escape that we can hold on to. Musician from California. What's up, Joey? What's up, Abba Jab? How you doing?
Yo, good morning.
How you doing?
I'm stoked.
Are you safe out there in California? You all good?
Yeah, I'm all good. It's a little dusty and dirty air, but I'm good.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy what's going on out there. Jesus. Pretty wild. Anyways, Abba Jab, of the username Joey B. All right, man. Are you ready to win some money?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. Well, you're gonna win either a Red Guy, an Azuki, a Pudgy, or a CryptoPunk. Let's spin. Oh shit! No, I'm kidding. You win a Red Guy. Congratulations.
All right, let's go.
All right. Speaking of AI coins, this cooking. There you go. You got a Red Guy. Congratulations, Abba Jab.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, here we go. Well, with that, y'all, with that, we'll see y'all tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time from the episode of FOMO Hour on Rug Radio. Let's go.